So to extend my color throughout my garden, throughout the entire summer season, I often put annuals in big containers placed in my herbaceous borders. It's just a little trick so that I can have this massive color bolt around the sea of green that is often left when the herbaceous perennials are finished blooming. As you can see throughout my whole yard, I use containers to help give me those extra blossoms that I'm missing at certain parts of my season. So another small trick of the trade in gardening is to add shrubs into your herbaceous borders for seasonal and dramatic interest. These two items that you see, and a third one around here, these are globe spruce. We love globe spruce because we can give them a little prune very carefully to keep them fairly compact, and we can mix them nicely into the herbaceous borders. We have these beautiful penstemons and this blue oak grass, all giving a very blue-green effect. In the backdrop, you see we have a blue-green container with the yellow privet, frosty curls grass, and a red banana. These all give all three levels of planting. So the spruce give me interest in the winter, the herbaceous perennials give me interest in the summer, the grass of course gives me interest through the entire 12 months because I will leave it standing, and of course for that beautiful, interesting, different texture I have my containers built. A small little trick that I often do in this garden is doing a mass planting of all the same species but ever so slightly different colors. This planting that I'm standing right next to is a Dianthus planting. These are three different distinct colors of Dianthus. We have a light soft pink, a dark pink, and a red. But if you notice, all the foliage is exactly the same color, and that gives the sense of it being as one item. But because they are different colors, they do bloom at a slightly different time, so that I have extended my period of bloom time over multiple weeks. If you choose the same Dianthus and tried to plant them in a mass like this, you would only have 2 weeks of bloom at the very most. This way I have a full month or month and a half of bloom. Now this bed here, as everybody knows, I'm a little bit of an alpine enthusiast. This bed is actually an alpine bed. It is not a bed with rocks and baby gravel on it. It's actually a scree bed, and so it's built so that all the rocks look like nature put them there, and they all lean slightly back so all the water runs back into it. And all the plants that you see in here are either hybridized, or very tiny. You have to picture yourself the size of an ant to really appreciate this garden. This beautiful little plant is Scutellaria. We have little tiny Dianthus, and we have a lot of other little native species in here that make this just a real gem. This bed is really high maintenance though, and I don't want to encourage everybody to make an alpine scree bed, because the only way you can deal with this particular type of planting is your hands and knees, and only one person, because otherwise something will get pulled out that you didn't mean to by mistake. It's happened more than once. So this garden is beautiful, a little bit high maintenance, but we love it, and it is called an alpine scree bed.